Break my silence on just put that over there on my man, my brother from another mother, Tupac Amaru Shakur. And here's something that you guys don't know about me. One of my business partners was cruising through my YouTube channel not too long ago. And he saw one of my videos where I said that I performed with Tupac, back in 91, I believe. And he said to me, he said, "Hey man, why you didn't get down with Tupac, man? You was right there, you had him and blah, 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 and da-da-da. You perform with him, stuff like that, yada, yada." And I had to explain to him, like I'm explaining to y'all right now. There was some factors at play. One of the main factors was I was facing 15 years in prison behind a case that I don't like to talk about, which was some bullshit. I feel like it was some trumped up charges. But it had me facing 15 years out here in Texas. So I had a court case the very next week after the show that I performed with Tupac. And I had to show up. If I didn't, they were gonna put a warrant out for my arrest and I was gone. Y'all wouldn't even hear about TheOneJP. So I had to face that. And nobody was gonna ride that case for me. I had to handle it. And the other factor was when I met Tupac, I picked up on the vibe that he had a lot of suckers around him. And I was saying to myself, well, and I peeped how they acted, the guys that was around him. I was like, the vibe was fucked up. And I said to myself, well, if he got all these suckers around him, then he must be a sucker too. And see, this was back in 1991 when I performed with Tupac. Right when I think Juice had just came out, or what's that album? Tupacalypse Now was out. I think Strictly for My Niggas was out. Something like that, right? It was around that time. And I said to myself, man, if he got all these suckers around him, I'm not trying to be around him because I'm gonna light one of them suckers up. So I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna dap him up. I'm gonna show him some love, and I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna go handle my shit, and I'm gonna try to catch up with him later, because the people that put on the concert, I know personally, right? And I could easily get back in contact with Pop. So, turn the page. I beat my case. I went through all that shit. I had a lot of fines and a lot of community service I had to do. And during that time, I said, it's time I need to catch up with Tupac. And then during this time, this was when he went to jail. He was at prison, when he went to prison. Clinton Max, you heard it in all his songs. I started sending him letters. I sent him like 3-4 letters, right? And unfortunately, he did not respond. It was either because he didn't get the letters or he just didn't give a fuck. So I said, okay, I'll catch up with him, eventually, And then, turn to page 1996, he gets killed in Las Vegas. And it came back to my mind. He had a lot of suckers around. And I felt like, because here's the thing. A lot of the real ones that was around him are dead now, okay? And I felt like I would have been one of those dead ones, okay? Because I would have brought a different mentality to Pac to kind of balance out, because I feel like we're both live wires, okay? But I'm a little more stable, and I probably could have gave him some better game to help him avoid that situation that happened in the casino in Las Vegas. I probably would have said something like, hey man, let's go back here and hang out in the dressing room and wait for Tyson to finish up. You know what I'm saying? Getting the accolades out there. He knocked that dude out. Let's go out here and hang back with him. That's probably what I would have said, right? And I feel like me being who I am, again, I probably would have been one of his dead homies. And long story short, turn the page to 2023. My man is dead, and I'm still here. And I feel like the world has not yet gotten the full impact of the TheOneJP because a lot of y'all don't know who I am. And that's cool. Time will come and time will bring that about. But I think the Most High purposely kept me from getting down with Tupac's camp because my heart was on it heavy. Like, I'm finna get down with this nigga. I'm finna be one of the ones that's rapping on his records with him. I think the Most High steered me in a different direction, said, no, I got a different assignment for you. You're gonna rock in the same lane, but I got a different assignment. I need you to let him do his thing, but I got a different assignment for you. So I listened to the Most High, because I actually prayed about it, that he connects me with Tupac, while he was in jail. And this is the answer I got back, right? In my spirit. Just hold off. I need you to just hold off. I got you. Okay. And I did that. And then when Tupac died, it tore me up. It tore me up. I cried. I don't think the only other nigga I ever cried for was my grandfather. And I cried when he died. But Tupac was the only other nigga I ever cried for, until recently my brother passed away. I cried for him, he died in 2016. But before that, that's the only person I ever shed a tear for. And as far as a man, and it fucked me up, it rocked me. But I remember, I thought back to when I prayed, and when I fell back, I gave him his dap, his love, and showed him some love. I started to understand what my purpose was. And my purpose wasn't to get down with Tupac's camp. My purpose was to perform with Tupac. Let him see us, and keep it moving. And that's what I did. And that's why I'm still here today to tell this story. And I'm sticking to it because it's a real one. My niggas will tell this story. But I just wanted to say that because you got to know your circle. That's very important. I see a lot of people who talk about making sure you know who you got around you, because it be the ones around you that fuck you off, right? And that's what happened to Tupac. It was the niggas around him that got him fucked off. 100.